Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are heading out to go buy our DSLR camera today, and we are going to the Canon showroom right now, and as soon as I get back home I'm going to film an unboxing video for you guys, so stay tuned. So the camera we purchased is the Canon 200D Mark II. It's got a bunch of different names depending on where you live. It's also called the SL3 or the 250D. So one of the reasons I bought this camera in the store is because of the cost. It was around 48,000 online and I got this camera for 47,000. It also came along with a camera bag, which I don't think is available if you buy the camera online. And when it comes to the payment method, they had all sorts of options: EMI, no cost EMI, debit cards and credit cards, as good as any online payment. And you also get to trial the camera before you actually buy it, which you don't get to do if you buy the camera online. And another advantage is you never know what discounts are available on what models. For example, there was a 17,000 bucks off on Canon 70D, but that was not the model that we were looking for, so we didn't buy it. So in this video I'll be taking you through the basic run through of the camera's different buttons and its functions. And the accessories that come along with the camera is the camera bag. It's also got a complimentary workshop for those of you who are quite new to DSLR. It's got a 2 years warranty card, a user manual, a 16 GB Kingston memory card. It's got a detachable battery and a battery charger, and of course the body of the camera and a 16 to 55 mm kit lens. So the bag that comes along with the camera is quite sturdy and good material, and it comes with the EOS branding. It's also got a shoulder strap, and the interior of it looks something like this. It's got a detachable partition, so you can segregate whatever things you want to keep accordingly. And it's also got a separate section here so that you can keep your memory card, mic and small accessories as you wish. So I'm not sure whether we'll get this back online when you purchase the camera. However, we got this along with the camera when we bought it in the store. I think it costs about $1,000 more if you want to buy it online. Let me know in the comment section if it is otherwise. Initially, I was a bit confused between a mirrorless and a DSLR, but after a bit of a research, though mirrorless cameras are lightweight and inexpensive, the battery life was my main concern. Mirrorless cameras get overheated and turns off after continuously using it for a certain period of time. If you're at home, you can keep charging it, but what if you're into travel vlogs like me? You just can't afford your camera to die after using it for a certain period of time. So that's one of the main reasons I went for DSLR, because it gives you that extra battery life compared to a mirrorless camera. Canon's got a very user-friendly interface. If you're new to DSLR, the settings, the menu, the operations is very easy to understand, so you'll be able to operate the camera without any complications. Canon has the biggest and the widest selection of lenses out of any camera brand, period. So not only budget and kit lenses, if you want to upgrade your lens, most of the lenses can be mounted to this camera. If you're a vlogger and if you're looking for a budget-friendly entry-level camera, Canon has a wide range of models which you can choose from. One of the standout features of this camera is this is Canon's smallest and lightest DSLR. It's really awesome for everything that comes in such a small package. It's got a CMOS crop sensor, and this is really cool because this is the same or similar sensor that comes along with really expensive camera models. It's also got 24.1 megapixels, which helps your image to stand out and be more crisp and clear. This camera has also got dual pixel autofocus. This will help in increasing the performance in tracking during filming. It also handles low light much better. And because of the dual pixel, autofocus becomes much more faster and smoother, which will give you good quality videos and images. As you can see on the screen, it's got eye autofocus, so no matter where you're moving on the screen, it will always be focused on you. And the coolest part is, even when you wear shades, it will still focus on your eyes. When it comes to the resolution, the maximum is 6000 by 4000 pixels. And the ISO can go up to 25,000, which can further be expanded till 51,000. When it comes to frame rate, this camera can shoot in 4K in 24 fps, fully HD in 60 and 24 fps, and only HD in 60 fps. So these features are really helpful if you want to shoot a B-roll movie and to have a buttery smooth slow-mo experience. This camera has also got good connectivity features like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and HDMI. For example, through Wi-Fi you can probably transfer data without the hassles of removing the memory card or connecting it through USB cables. Through Bluetooth you'll be able to connect it to your phone and you'll be able to operate it through your phone. This is a really good feature, especially when you're shooting alone. And the HDMI feature allows you to connect your camera to your LCDs, your TVs and your monitors and use it for live streaming. This camera has got Digic 8 processor, which is the latest version, and it is even missing in a couple of high-end and expensive Canon cameras. So Digic 8 is like the brain of the camera. It enhances the shooting performance and also improves the operating speed. So it's got a 3-inch flip LCD screen. So it's a great camera to create YouTube videos or even for vlogging, because you'll not only be able to see yourself on the screen, but you'll also be face tracking, and it's also got follow focus. So it's a great feature to have to create videos, especially when you're filming alone. The screen is super bright and it is touchscreen, so it is easy to navigate and change the settings whenever you want. So this is why I chose the Canon 200D Mark II, considering all the features that comes with this camera for just 47K, which was in my budget. So this camera's got a rubber grip over here, so it's really easy to hold and it stays firm and steady when you actually hold it. So on the right side of the camera you have the on-off button, and the third option takes you directly to the video mode. And this is the settings dial. This is the ISO button, and this button is for the display settings. This round dial over here is for your settings adjustment. And this is the shutter button. And this mount over here is for you to fix your external mic or flash. And this over here is the inbuilt camera flash. So on the left side of the camera you have the camera speaker. Over here you have the input for your mic. And this is for your USB and HDMI cable. This is your menu button, and this is your info button for your LCD screen display. And this is your viewfinder. And through the small button over here you can adjust the settings of your viewfinder. And this button is for your LCD screen display. And these two are the zoom in and zoom out buttons. This is your playback button and the delete button. When you come to the bottom of the camera, this slot is for battery and memory card. And this is to mount it to your tripod. And my favorite feature of this camera is the LCD screen. This is the only button that comes in the front of the camera, and it is used to mount your lens. This metal holder is for your camera strap. This is the 1855 kit lens that comes along with the camera. It's got the image stabilization on-off option over here. And above that is the autofocus on-off button. The focal length comes from 18 to 55. Now I'm going to mount the lens to the camera. There's a white marking on the lens. and even the camera body's got the same white marking. So all you have to do is match both the white markings and rotate it clockwise until you hear a click sound. And if you press this button and rotate it anti-clockwise, you can unmount the lens. This camera has got all the essential features at such an affordable price. In my opinion, you can definitely go for this camera, especially if you're on a budget. Because if you spend all your money on an expensive camera, you'll be left with no money for your tripods, mic and lighting. So these were my first impressions about this camera. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and also subscribe and hit the notification bell before you leave.